Dylan Pappa, a 17-year-old high schooler, has lived in Oswego his whole life. He may look like your average high school student, but Dylan suffers from brachydactyly, or sometimes referred to as small hand syndrome, a rare disease that affects the hands. Although he has issues holding certain objects and opening doors, Dylan tries to function normally as any other high schooler would. Although he is bullied, Dylan overcomes the obstacles that are put in front of him and sets a path for a successful future. Reporting on behalf of WBC, this is 6 minutes and 30 seconds with Dylan Pappa. Hello, I'm Daino, and today we have a very special presentation. I'm here with Mr. Dylan Pappa to talk about his syndrome called brachydactylia. So Dylan?
Thank you for having me, Zach.
Yep. How are you?
I am pretty good.
All right, so let's get right into it. How long have you been living with your small hands?
You know, probably 4 or 5 years old, around there. I got picked on a lot as a kid, you know. And you think then you wouldn't be able to tell because child hands are small, but
Yeah.
they were smaller than normal, so.
All right, have you experienced any difficulties picking things up?
You know, sometimes I do.
Can you have an example of that, or?
Dishes, when I wash dishes, yeah.
Yeah.
I usually don't wash dishes at home.
How about putting things down?
Putting things down, yeah, same thing there,
Yeah.
yeah.
So is it hard for women to find you attractive?
Excuse me? What do you,
You got small
what kind
hands.
of question is that?
Sorry, we'll just move on.
Aren't you a professional?
Yeah, we'll just move on.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
Sorry about that. I know we talked about bullying earlier before the interview, but how much on a daily basis does this take place, and how does it affect you?
I mean, it happens a lot. You know, like I said a little earlier with one of your questions, I had bullied since I was a kid, and I don't know how to describe it, you know. Usually people bully each other about appearances, you know,
Yeah.
attractiveness or, you know, based on, but mine are about my hands, and
Yeah.
I get picked on a lot for it, a lot of verbal abuse, you know, throughout the day, but I keep going. Sometimes
Yep.
some of the things that happen, you know, physical.
Baby hands, back at it again.
What, hey, you know what? Whoa, what's up?
So what have you done to possibly treat or fix this condition, doctors or?
Yeah, actually, I have this really good doctor. I've been going to him for years, probably around 10 or 11. His name is Dr. Forbes. He's a really good doctor. He's helped me out throughout the years. I mean, we haven't found anything to cure it yet, but
Yeah.
he's done a good job overall.
So you're a brachydactyly specialist?
Yes, I am.
So what does that mean?
Well, it's here. I brought an example. This is like the size of your hand before you're born. All right, and with people who have this problem,
Dylan.
yes, like Dylan, his hand never grew past this size. Whereas, you look at my hand or your hand, this is the size of a normal person's hand. Well, this is what his hand is, and it's just it always interested me, so I figured that I would get into the field.
Yeah. So how did you meet Dylan, and how long have you been working with him?
I've been working with him since he was a very young child. The way I came into knowing him was his family brought him to me and just left him there. They said what was wrong, and then they went out. They said they would be back. They were going out for lunch.
So
and when they came back, they never came back. And he was just mine now.
So do you take care of him as a father figure, or?
Well, in the beginning, I was really just taking the case just for money. You know,
Yeah.
the family was very rich. But now it interests me. I want to be able to solve it. So now I take care of him like I'm his father. I feed him, I clothe him, I give him a house.
Yep. So how far have you gotten with your research? Is there any end close, or?
Frankly, it's amazing. We've made a lot of progress on it, but he just, normally with rare conditions, you can look at other people. There might not be many, but with him, it's just he's the only one.
He's the only one.
There's
You
no
don't
one
have
else
any
in the
other
world
patients?
that I personally have ever heard of.
So if you do cure him, do you think you're going to go out and look for like other people?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
If we discover a cure, first we would like to help Dylan immediately.
Yeah.
And then we'll look for others.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being on.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yep.
So, are you able to like function the same way like in a normal day? Like you go to school, it doesn't like hold you back from like most things. On a daily basis, do you like do normal things like everybody else?
Oh, of course, of course. You know, it's just sometimes a little harder to eat food. Maybe sports. I can't really do sports.
Yeah.
Very
Have
well.
you ever like tried out for any sports?
Basketball. And that didn't really work out well.
Yeah.
Football too. Yeah. But you know, with small hands, you just can't do that stuff. You know, you got to go through life a different way.
All right. So, your hands interfere with your family per se.
What do you mean?
Like, do they love you?
It's a joke, right?
No.
What
It's a
kind of a
serious
question is
question.
that?
It's just a
What
serious
kind of a
question.
question is that?
It's just a question. Does it or not?
I can't. No. I can't. Okay, we're done. No, we're done. I'm done.
No.
No, I'm done.
Get back.
Goodbye. Goodbye.